So, hi guys! I'm going to read this whole tarot card, the birth from the very beginning. So, this birth that I'm talking about is everything. So, for those who are married, not married, I'm sorry for this. For those who are raped, everything, a mother that I can say. So, if that bad things happen to you, I am very sorry and I love you. I love you as myself, and God, Lord Jesus Christ, also says, I love you for and sorry for what happened to you. But that experience will make you more stronger to really experience those things in life. Because we say life has up and down. I'm really sorry and I love you. Yun po ang title ko ngayon. Tignan natin kung anong kakalabasan. Siyempre, I have to trust in that intuition, and also that intuition I will allow my God through it, through my intuition, para maano natin yung the birth of a person from the very beginning. So let's pray. Sana maano ko, may pakiskis pa, no? So no, I can last chapel, I can give it because I have a little knowledge about it. So let's start now. A birth from very beginning. I have seen, wow, what unexpected first card. This is the womb of your mother. You will expect that when you are born, you're already expecting a challenge. This is you, a girl or a boy, and this is the womb. And a beautiful gift from the parents, right? How nice to have a, well, beautiful, I think. No, sorry, I'm not yet ready. I'm sorry, bigla akong naisip kung ako yun. Next. Wow. Before you are born, there is already a choices for you. Wow. But that choices will be chosen if the parents, the community, it depends, of course, right? From the environment, parent, teachers, everything. From the start of your birth. Of course, for us Christians, we have called baptism. We Catholic, I think, offers baptism early for babies. I cannot remember if they call that baptism kasi still we have to be baptized when you grow up to understand every teaching. Pero I know it's not called baptism for babies. It's like you offer to hindi to baptize a blessing. So please comment if what is that for Catholic. But for who is there, for, di ba, may magkakaibang religions for Christians also. So for pastors, baptism is once only. So it depends on how you grow, on how the guidance as you grow. Wow, so beautiful. Really, the guidance from the world, from your back community, ganun na lang. Kasi it starts from the family. Ay, wow. How it depends also on them, or kung anong klaseng pangarap ang gusto mo. Of course, it depends on you always. If you want to be astronaut, or if you are elementary, di ba? Tatanungin, they are going to ask you, what is your dream? Ganon. Oh, temperance. But always remember, for parents, kasi parents po talaga ang napaka number one na mag-guide, is always put to that child the teaching of God and good attitudes, manners, like that. He or she always look You both, the parents. Kasi kayo nga ang example. Di ba sometimes children are heartbroken? Kasi, alam nyo po yun, yung dahil sa nag-aaway kayo minsan, you have to maybe make it secretive, or pag, if they saw you are fighting together, maybe it's better to explain to the child why, that there as much as possible on how they understand, because children, as when we are child, there's a level of understanding, right? And sometimes meron yung sinasabi nilang naghihiwalay, di ba? Sometimes this child will get this one. Just maybe better explain it. Why are you going to separate? Para makakope up po siya sa society. A happy family always cope up with the society, but sometimes, because of being happy, we have to teach also our children that outside a family's community is already nakakatakot na, di ba? Sometimes heartbroken, sometimes. Kasi I observe, for some, like, spoiled child because the family always give him or her, because of course, that family, he or she so is always happy and loving family. Sometimes when he go outside the family community, that's how he sometimes learn bad things, good things, but you as parent, you have to elaborate or make it understand why. Alam nyo ba na, some children today understand in the age of 5 years old, they are already matured. That's how the parents teach them. But sometimes it's better to make them mingle with other children, play like that. And when they fight, and sometimes, yeah, children fight when they play. When you saw, or that child ask about that situation, balance it, in a way that you relate it to life, or why sometimes people are like that. I explain all from here. Oh, King of Cups. Always forgot what's their meaning. Sorry, I have to get the meaning. So this is matured. Yeah. Actually, in the early age, some are very matured. Even though they came from a poor or rich family, there's a child, a very special, that already matured actually. But there are some that are very playful. There are some other kids that are really other age. Their attitude or manners are other age. So, well, it depends. Also, sometimes I observe, don't just give them, to make them silent, don't just give them gadgets or watch TV. Be careful in giving them what to watch. Like if it's cartoons, good cartoons should be not matured. Children. The most beautiful childrens. To give that justice, balance, to a beautiful child, to grow a beautiful, mannered, and basta we can say that he or she grown at least better, not very better, kasi no one is perfect, I know. If your wish to him or her is happiness, or the choices that you wanted, make them choose what they want. Don't give them choices that they don't want. Sometimes sometimes they reveal, because you as a parent, ipipilit mo yung gusto mo para sa kanila. Let them choose for themselves, not what you wanted as a parent. Hangman. Every time it's reversed. I want it like that. Don't make them just like steady. Make them learn something simple as they grow. The ones that they can do, like swiping, dishwashing, if they can do that, or at least wash their underwears or undergarments. And at least give them a gift for something, but don't just do it every time. Sometimes, tell them that they have to give that help willingly sometimes, not with exchange of something. So that when they grow, even there's a down in life, they can do it. They will they will fight for that life. They will not be like this. But because sometimes I observe these days that some people are like this, waiting for something to what? O, di ba? A bright child can grow up a bright adult. Like this, oh. To be happy, like that, this fool. As he or she grow, the child, if the guidance is right, sometimes it's wrong, but we can correct it. Sometimes parents is not enough as a teacher for a child, but there's a teacher environment. But when the child asks you something, guide that question with a right answer. Wheel of Fortune. You know what is it, even though I don't explain it. If he choose any choices that he or she want that child, it would be bright, abundance or prosperity. Be a magician. The mother and father, if separated, of course, you as a father or you as a mother, already the mother and father. So that the child, will grow as you, that he will look back to you or to the parents, sample parents, or even you separated, he or she will long for a happy, or your relationship together as a child and a parent or parents is always there. Remember, always put God in everything. Struggles in life. We know there's a struggle in life. But at the end, everything is been guided in the right path. Even it's very, very hard as a parent or parents, love is always there. Understanding, concern, empathy, sharing everything. That if you are, example, if you are from a poor family, you wish that that child, when she or they grow up, will always look at you both. Carry you. This is the child, and you as the parent or parents. Parang you give the guidance and love, everything to that child. And now, when she grow or he grow up as an adult, he will look back also on you both, or you as a parent. At the end, always celebration, a good result. If there's something happened that not good, reflection, you as a parent, sa mga ups and downs, maybe more in downs, you reflect. If the child has done something bad, use this. This one is for you and for the child. Don't just get a stick and you box. Ano ba yan? Paluhin mo siya. Make her or him, make the child understand that what he or she did is wrong. That when she or grow up, why you want to do it? You want that she or he will do it to others? No, right? Listen, no. So that every time that will do something bad as she or he grow up as an adult, he or she will remember the teachings that you give it to him as a parent or parents, and also a teacher, or because the second parent is the teacher, so we have to include it. The third is the environment. King of Sword. Oh my gosh, forgot it. Oh, knowledge and experience. Yeah. That the child's experiences every that when she or he grows, he knows now to handle him or herself through the teachings that the first, second, third parent. He knows how to balance it in doing decisions. Teach her to share also. Because you are the chariot of that child's life. So that when she is adult, she will be adult, she or he will be the chariot of his life. Meaning kasi the meaning of this chariot is what he gets as he grows is a result of everything from the birth to his as he grows he achieves what he or she achieves. Ace of Swords, yan. Because as we see, as we say, or they say, as they say, we are tayo ang gumagawa ng sarili nating desisyon lahat, everything. We are the answer of us. The goals that we wanted, we are, so that he or the child, as he or she grows, he or she can manage herself. Even though she or he will fall down, he can do it, or she can do it. So that it will not be death. Sometimes there are lost people, right? So that he will not be like that. That it would be always standing up with his own feet. Even though it's hard work, always standing. So I really recommend to, in teaching a child, remember to add God on it, everything. Or goodness teaching. So that the child will grow very bright, happy. Not always like this. It's always hardworking, but there's an empty, lost part of inside a life, like in a life. Even though she or he, like I represent that's the problems, struggles, every struggles or test in her or his life, he or she can do it, the child. As you also, as family, as parent, if you feel tired, you can do it because ikaw yung tinitingala ng bata. Nice. Always remember that if this is the child, this is as his or her parent, lagi niyang tinitingala. Pag alam niyo naman na pinaramdam niyo ang love sa kanya, that love or right guidance you give to that child when she or he grow up, he will always look at his or her parent. And also remember to add the universe, world, the cleanliness, like that. Water, fire, air, like that. Add it. Balancing. So that when she grows, pag ito ang pangarap mo sa kanya, if this is the thing you wished for that child, for your children, she will always share it to you. If you want an advice or help for others, it's better to ask them, because I know it's very hard to be a parent. Remember to teach them that there are always bad and good things in her or his self, also outside the environment. them as children when playing, di ba? Sabi, I told you from the start that when they fight, if that child or you saw that they are fighting, advise them. Family celebration. Get that one. That even he or she work away, he or will always remember you as the good parent that always advises and gives good guidance to him or her. He will always call, ask advice if he or she needed, or ask if you needed something like that. Parent or parents, remember, if the child always sick, or maghahanap, or ikaw din as a parent, remember to put God and ask for advices, as I say, because there's always a solution. This example, I have a problem with this mama, papa. He or will ask, right? The very good relationship of a child and a parent is being a best friend to each other, right? Being open. As much as possible, maybe better to be like that, open with each other. So that if this sick comes, you will both find each other. And as an parent and child will be always be also an best friend relationship. So satisfaction will give you that time, right? A happy family, or not, even if not a happy family, but the satisfaction of both parent and child is good. Queen of Swords. To understand each other. Understanding. So that child, I always say, will look up on you as a parent or parents or teacher. Or environment, even bad or good, will always learn that it's a test or teacher to his or her life. Para minsan, di ba, sometimes people are like this or we, so that he or she can learn to be not always like this. Hay, lagi magkakasama to, always always together, and be an emperor. This is stubborn and knows the right, so that even in hardship and lost path, there's always an answer. Hard time, there will always be a answer. That his decisions will always be not really good or right, but at least as the child grow as an adult, he know how to judge the good and bad on his life. That life has a down and up, and a side part of life, magulo, ayan, that sometimes it's ok and not good. We relate it in life itself and environment and inside the community, that every time he experiences something bad or good, he can do it. So maybe so that that child can be opened, na mawawala na po yung yung character na narcissist, or the ones that we call who always put himself one side only, and very aggressive, not too much, not good. So equal maybe. Not any choice is good or bad, but if it's bad, he will realize that if he already went up from the tower, he will don't make himself fall down. Maybe there are times that we will make ourselves fall down, but there's always going up again. Any choices that you or the child wants, just guide. I know it's hard to guide a child, but remember, don't compare your experience as a child at the past and today. Just guide and give advice and maybe or we have different way of giving a child of advice, or anong tawag doon, paano natin na anuhin ang isang bata, pagalitan, or yan, how we discipline that child. But remember, teach him that discipline is a love, so that he will not be lost when she or he grow up. Give him the love, that at least a love. If you don't have a time, make her or him understand why that you needed to, especially when you are a single parent. Always put God, so that love for your both parent and child will always be sacred. And put also God. Remember, I always tell, remember to put God on all the teachings yet that you give to her or him. Ace of Cups. So that love will give a fruit when she get adult. I know some childs are very lazy when they grow up, or what we call that one? Lazy or matigas ang ulo in Tagalog, or we as a parent should have a very long patience and understanding, like God as His children, to sacrifice, to understand, and kung kailangan mo siyang pagalitan, okay. If you needed to discipline, okay. But the way that he or she will understand. Don't just mind his own business. I observe some parents are like that. Just make them like that. Don't mind. So that when he or she grow, she can do it. Can carry all his burdens, and make that burdens ma-release niya agad. He can release sufferings like that. If he or she is heartbroken, he or she can do it. Because sometimes today I observe also, I saw some teenagers today that they drink poison because of love, or do something because of love. Knives of Wands. He will stand up every time that he will feel that one. Yan, will fight. Be strong. The Queen of Pentacles. Strong and balanced. Even though, ayan, money, all about money. Remember that teach him or her also that money will not make us, but we make money should be. Better. We won't let money be evil to us, but we make the money, not money make us. Diba? Always good. Mabalik-balik lang po tayo, nagsa-cycle lang. So, what do I mean from the cycle that I always say for like this instant? My topic is about the birth. So, this cycle is from the birth to what you are an adult, is what the teachers that you learned from it. So, from the learning that you have learned from generations to generations, what that have they learned is what are they going to apply. So it's cycle by cycle. What you learn, what I learned, I will teach to my next generation, and that next generation will teach her or his generation. So it's generation to generation, cycle by cycle. Yan ang I'll explain that cycle by cycle that I'm saying. So for the last topic, so what we learn in our life, we apply it through others, and that person who learns something apply it also, just like that, diba? Cycle by cycle. It's just coming around again and again. So but it compiles. So the understanding and the learning or wisdom of the next generation is like more compiling but broad. Example, it starts from me. I teach to my generation, I teach it, but that generation that I teached learned something new, and it added, or it compiled, then teach it to her or his generation, and that generation learned something new again. Then from the teaching that the generation, his or her generation teach, will add up. O, diba? That's it. Kasi that's how life is, up and down. Up and down. Parent or a child, every time there's a struggle or test. Happy family celebration, both celebration. Oh, wow. The family and you as an individual, or he or she as individual, as a child, or going through adult, who is happy, who is blessed, that we all can manage ourselves. Not just like this, oh, balance. If traumas, kasi lahat ng experiences naman natin, all of our experiences, from breakups and parents breakups, you as a parent or parents, to guide really the child, to set aside and go with the new journey. It takes time for a child to remove that pain, but let it be and guide also the child, make her understand why. Sometimes the money is problem, but remember that when you put God in everything, as you do something, from you work like that, there's always an answer for that money problem. Diba? Beginning. Queen of Wands ang last. Ano bang Queen of Wands ulit? Sorry, medyo nakakalimutan ko talaga eh. Oh, so that inspiration. Oh, wow. All you're both parent, and the relationship between you as a parent and the child is an inspiration to both of you. And as that child grows, she will always remember the things that you teach, everything, that even you discipline her or him, he will not take it as bad. But always remember that mutual relationship between you two, that he or will judge it a good understanding on everything when she or he got a family of his own. Na even though he got a broken family or even a happy family, as long as he or she saw the genuine relationship of you both, parent and a child, even though you always you're always angry and being like that to him or her, promise he will say thank you to you as a parent. As I say to my spiritual healing and awakening, because we grew up from our grandmother, she is always like that to us. But promise, if you feel, pag pinaramdam mo mahal mo sila, iisipin din po nila na they will think that it's for their own good. That they will thank you for everything. This is, thank you for watching. This is for from the very start, from birth, ano ba yung sinabi kong title? Nakalimutan ko. I forgot the title. Yan. From the very beginning, the birth. Yun na lang. The birth of a child. So, I hope I explained it well. God. I hope I explained it. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell notification, comment if you want, and share. So, talagang tarot reading ng already tarot reading is my content. But sometimes, at first, it's a tarot reading and a product review, or any video that I will put, travel like that. I will mix it. If you understand. See you again in my next videos.